Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to another edition of Awesomecallstrading.com. I just got through the secret sauce for my crew in Awesomecallstrading.com. It was phenomenal. I got a little intense. That's because we had some really intense plays today. Just today, big sign up day for the room. A lot of people coming in. A couple of annuals getting signed up. A lot of referrals coming in. Thank you so much. Love and respect. But you can't say we didn't earn it today. Today we were phenomenal, and I was preparing you all along that earning season's coming, and there's one room to be in, and this is it. We are the room, and today it proved without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, the talent we possess here. Not just myself, but the great dark side and Janny, because Janny runs the room in the morning pre-market, and Palmer comes in here and is very helpful. Um, and then B Trades is in here scoping out for small cap because him and Raphael like to do that in the morning for us. There was not a lot of small cap stuff out there, and it was actually kind of. I actually saw. I'm not going to go out and name call names on these small cap rooms, but I was getting notices because I was getting people coming in from different rooms today. One guy posted that he did a 2 cent trade, I think on OBLN. He got a 1 cent, 1 penny move was his alert, and all day everyone had to wait for that for 1 cent penny. And then I think it was the other small cap room put Z's all over his Twitter feed because he couldn't find anything this morning. Well, we lined up about 150 to 200 points today to just tear it up, and we kicked ass. But I had everything, small cap, large cap, big cap, small. Hey, Khalib, if you want to trade, take a look at Howard Hughes. It's moving up to 110, 112. You could probably pick up a point and a half on that while I'm talking. It's at 109.22 on the dip, 109.18, and it keeps flashing that 110 area. It wants to hit up there, so keep an eye on that. So, shoot, gosh darn it, my plumber's here. Excuse me. Hello? You gonna be around? Gonna be around? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, please. I'm live on a chat room, so I can't get it fixed because I can't swim. So sorry for that interruption. Yeah. Okay, so going back to this. Okay, so all right, let's start. We did E10 Taco Goss, which was a great trade. Hog, CDNS, IIPR, Stamp, Howard Hughes, Hasbro, and Bib. I'll take you through just. I know these things by heart. We've been trading them all day. Okay, Bib. Bib was a short for us in our room, and the reason for it, there was something in the headlines that indicated, as we read the headlines out loud and went over them very clearly, we understood that based on what. Now the earnings were great. Good cash, good reserves, doing buybacks. They're doing their job. I think they bought $761 million worth of buybacks already. They did a good job. I mean, they really did. I mean, they're improving. I mean, the stock's been a beat up stock in the 220 range for the last 3, 4, 5 months anyway. But there was a headline that really pushed the stock upwards and to this 320 level. And once you read through that headline, it was a short to us. And the way we lined this up this morning was we simply wanted a small push at the open. It was written all over pre-market notes. We wanted to pop to 320. So here's the opening bell. Ding, 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 ding. We wanted to pop to 320, scale in short. Once the lower low set in, we wanted to take it down to 300. That was the key area for us. We wanted 300 for a quick 15 to 20 points. After 300, I was telling traders, if it breaks 3, the stock is done. It will go down to 280, and then we'll be done with it. Okay? And I really made it very clear. There was nothing to hide. If you really read the notes, it says right here, right? At 320, we're going to take a 20-point dip. When it hits 300, we're going to take another 20-point dip. So in total, you could make 40. Now, nobody's going to make 40 on this trade. It's just unless you just went it and bought puts at 280 and just sat and waited while all this mess went around. But in my opinion, that was where the bottom was going to be, around the 280 area. It wasn't going to fill the gap, but it was simply going to come. And I want you to see how accurate our call was. The stock hovered and stayed at 280. And you see that? It found its home at 280. This is phenomenal. This is without a shadow of a doubt why Awesome Calls is called Awesome Calls Trading. Without a shadow of a doubt. All right. So the next one we did today was Howard Hughes. Now Howard Hughes is doing some strategic. They're making some changes for the company to actually better the company. And the stock was sitting at $128 yesterday. To me, I was a buyer on weakness on Howard Hughes. And I did. I played the stock. I went long at the opening. I think my field was a 140, 104.50 something, 57, 52. And I just played it for a quick pop at the open towards that 106. Oh, some seller just came in. Hold on a second. Some seller just came in and just sold. Not too many, only 1,000 shares. Hey, Daddy's working. Stop it. Anyway, I called this stock to go from 104, I believe, to 110. And we came pretty darn close. 109.66. Really good trade there. And we actually were done with this pretty much the open by 6:55. Within 25 minutes, it had already moved its 5 to 6 points to the upside. Another great trade we did today was UPS. This was a wonderful trade. I was really proud of this trade. UPS indicated our earnings were on a miss. They weren't as good as they were, they weren't stellar. One thing you have to know about UPS on earnings, they tend to get bought up on weakness, and it's a big thing for me to know that. So I actually told everyone to start buying at 112. You could buy at 113 in pre-market, but once it pulls to 112, add to it. The stock will pull and then walk it up to about 116 to 118. And I'll show you what I wrote, and I put it right here in pre-market. The stock I would be buying at 113, add at 112, and the stock will go to 116 to 118. Okay, it always gets bought up, and it hit 116.50 for a nice 4-point play. The next stock that we did today was CDNS. Now, this was actually an earnings play that was gapping up this morning. The problem was when you read the report, which is what I teach the traders in the chat room, and if you're a part of us, I will teach you this as well. There was things in the report that told me that I was not impressed with this trade, this report. This was a pure short to me and nothing more. I wanted a full gap fill, if not more so. And as you can see, the stock is just there's no investors buying the stock. They actually were disappointed. And if you read the report, you will see why. But I read the report and I made it clear to the traders in the room, start taking short in the 70 range, add on any pop to 72, and just fully gap fill the trade. And here is right here, 70. And I even wrote, I am not impressed with the report. Now, you have to understand, when you trade in our room, when I write that shit, I'm saying it for a purpose. I'm not saying it just because, oh, I'm not impressed. No, it's my words are stamped in gold. I mean, I am not impressed. This is going to fade. Okay. So that's what I figured on that one. Okay. Um, Let me show you another one that we did. Gosh, we had so many. I got 100% today on my rating. I'm going to take you to the Hasbro world. You know, the toy manufacturer? I love Hasbro. I love their toys. I love their stuff. I love it. I love it. One thing you have to know about Hasbro is on earnings, when they disappoint, they tend to get bought up very quickly in pre-market. A lot of shorts want to come in and they buy the weakness. I'm a buyer at $99. I just, hands down. When I walked in the chat room, I said, start buying at 100. Just anything with the word 100 in front of it. 100, buy, buy, buy. And when it hits 98.99, add more. And the stock should rebound and get us back to 108. I'm thinking 108 covers. Well, I didn't get the 108, but I did play this with size. Very pleased with my trade. Called it out, executed it live in the room, and straight up just handled my business. And you just heard me taking money on the way up. I don't care what it does now, but initially all I wanted was that play out of the gate. And as you can see, there's your 100 entry, right? There's your 100. Anything with 100, see in pre-market, plenty of time to load up, 10 minutes before the bell. Here's the pull to 99. There's your 99. Add to it and just run it up with money and hit 105 a share. One of the plays of the day was this stock here. I know Bib looks good, but let's say you can't trade Bib. You don't have a lot of money. And I understand. Bib's expensive. It's a $300 stock. So, if you want a quick $10, $20 stock, this is the baby. This was the one. Okay? Goss. I have never traded Goss in my life. Goss was trading 20 days ago at around $22 a share. Goss got smashed today in pre-market to $10. When you read the reason why, which is what I went over to everyone in the chat room, and if you were here, and if you're a member, I will go over it. There was something that happened on another drug, but didn't happen over here. Based on the information that I received, reading the news and understanding it, Goss was going to get bought up on weakness. I was screaming to buy the open. I was screaming to buy in pre-market those 10s, 11s, and 12s. I was just all over it. Buy, buy, buy. Now, I did think it would go to 15, maybe 16. I didn't see 20. I'll tell you, I didn't see that. I mean, that just blew me away. But after you actually read it, why investors are loading up on this stock versus the other one didn't make, hey, there's all the reason to it. What a great play for us. A lot of traders did miss it in the room because we were playing Hasbro, we were playing Bib. There was a few that nailed this and they made very, very good money. This was just 250 shares, 8 points, $2,000 you would have made. Hands down, one of the easiest, funnest trades to do. And then I'll close out with just two other ones that we did. Taco. Taco is according to Khalib, I believe, it is a discount of Taco Bell or something like that. It's Del Taco. Yeah, there's Tacos Del Taco. Not bad. And Del Taco tends to miss on their earnings. I think they really need to just merge with Taco Bell or Taco Bell buy their franchises. But they're hanging around. What are you going to do? Well, Del Taco did not impress investors today. So I read the report. And again, this is what you hired me for. This is why I make all that money. $6.75 a day. I looked at this report. I said to myself, you know what? Let it pop at the open. Scale in short around 9, 9.25. Take it down and run it down to 8. This is an $8 value. And that's what I gave. I gave Del Taco, after reading the report, an $8 value. So it was just a pure setup for us. It wasn't nothing hard to do. I put it in writing. I made it very clear how to trade the stock. I made it our number 2 pick, I believe, in the room. And I said, this will gap fill back to 9 because I figured shorts were going to cover, and then we're going to scale in with size and yank it down to 8. And that's exactly what the stock did. And it's hovering at 8 all day. So if you had taken size, you would have killed it. And then I want to go into one last one. These are the ones that I find every day, pretty much every day, that really nobody else trades on any other chat room in the world. And I love it. I love doing it. And I love finding them. But a lot of people they don't find this stuff. And I find it just looking at tickers going across the board on CNBC in the morning. This one I found today was called IIPR. I made this the top short idea in the room. There was no news on it, and it was gapping up to 78 this morning. So I was pounding the table. Anybody, just, short, short, short. If you can get 76, 75, 76, 77, this is going to come down and fully gap fill to 74 and under. Well, it didn't just gap fill to 74 and under. This sucker was just crazy. If you took 100 shares, you scored 4 or 5 points on it on 7,000 buying power. Look what happened. First of all, I recognized the gap up. All right. I'm sitting there going, why is this gapped up here? Why is it sitting up here? I couldn't understand this gap up here. 74 to 78. And I was just like screaming short, but there was hardly any market makers on there. So it was really difficult you could see right here, it was just so difficult to get any kind of size on the thing. But when it opened, it hit 75. So we still had another 1.5, 2 points to go in the gap fill. This had a mind of its own. This thing just dropped to 71. And that's the beauty of finding stocks that have no news and they're gapping up. And only Awesome Calls Trading could find these. I mean, if you took 100 shares at 75 and he kept it to hit 71, and I even told the traders this will probably hit 71. I think I was telling them, be a buyer. I did a 10-day chart, I think it was, and I lined it up, and I said that chances are it would probably double bottom at the 71.12 area, and it sure as shit it did, 71.12, and that's what we did. So sorry about my dog barking just a tad. Lucy, stop. I have somebody here fixing my pool. All right, we had a wonderful day today. It was incredible. Earnings season on. We're going to do this again, but tomorrow, traders, in the morning, it is all Boeing. This room, we are excited. We cannot wait to see what Boeing does, and I do hope there's some serious management changes, and they do a little bit more. They have not acted correctly over there. They need to fix their problem, and it's gonna be great. I'm a buyer on weakness on Boeing, so if we see 310, 315 tomorrow, I strongly believe that stock will get bought up. Um, and once they get through this 737 issue, they're going to be all right. So, but we learned a lot of things today. We're already prepared for next quarter. Believe it or not, in January when UPS comes out, Hasbro comes out. I mean, we're taking a journal of all these stocks that react a certain way, and this is what earnings gives us. This was a fun day. Over 150 trades, 150 points were done, and the room was phenomenal. And I want to thank and welcome a lot of new people aboard our great room and all the great tweets today. I feel very humbled and very honored that I'm able to just just do what I love and to help traders make just a ton of money. Makes me so happy. So with that being said, thank you, and I will see you all tomorrow. If you want to be a member, all you got to do is click on any link. I mean, I get these links are everywhere, um, and as you can see, you get all my pre-market list that I put out every afternoon. Just click here, and you're in. Just sign up, and just thank you. So I will see you all tomorrow. God bless. Have a wonderful evening. Bye bye.